friends, how are you? Igor Pechkovsky is here, Windermere Bellevue Commons, and today we will have a very quick update. We're very busy, a lot of clients, a lot of listings, things are shaking and moving, so I'll just get the numbers out, I'll tell you what you need to do, and please share this video with your friends, like, comment. If you have any questions, just call me, because I'm probably not gonna read that comment section. Regardless, jokes aside, let's dive right into it. Let's start with the east side, and first things first. Friends, so we are in the busiest time of the year. A lot of people still think that summer is the busy time. It's not. Typically between February all the way to June, this is the hottest equity gaining months in real estate. A lot of listings, a lot of buyers are shopping. Things are happening today. April, which is coming up, is the hottest month for real estate transactions. Historically, for the count, for the everything, listings are coming up in April, things are happening in April. So, first things first, that's thing number one. Second, interest rates had dropped. At the beginning of this year, I went to Dubai and I went just for a week. I came back and interest rates were 6.5 right before I went, and they were over 7 just in a matter of 1 week. My question was, what the heck? 7% again? Today, interest rates had dropped by half a point. The average gonna be right around 6.5%, depending on who you ask, depending on what your situation looks like, maybe some points that you be buying. You might be looking at rates at 6.2, 6.3, but the average is right around 6.5, which is a lot better than what it was just a few months back. You have to realize we have quite a bit of uncertainty with, new administration things. We have tariffs, different talks. Things are happening in that front. I think we'll be just fine in the end, but in the next couple of months, we'll look at a lot of market volatility when it comes to interest rates. They will influence the market. Obviously, stock market is a little bit affected, well, quite a bit, but stock market doesn't necessarily affect that much real estate in our area. However, these things do come in hand together. So before I start talking about the east side, the only one more thing that I'd add, that if the stock market drops, typically it means that the money are moving to bonds, and it means that interest rates typically would fall. And if interest rates for mortgages would fall, our prices would pick up actually. So quite vice versa. But what exactly happens, we'll find out. Let's talk about numbers. Let's talk about the east side. However, April, things are happening. Rates are 6.5, and that's my biggest message to you. Let's go. So the east side, Bellevue, the core. I'm in Bellevue. Life is in Bellevue. Kirkland, Redmond, Sammamish, Issaquah, all east side. Renton is popping. On the east side today, we are getting a little bit more inventory. This is great news. Before you start saying, oh my God, market is crashing, everything, like you're getting, think about it. As a buyer, do you want less inventory to choose from or more inventory to choose from? You want more inventory. That's a good thing. As the seller, you better make sure that your property is dialed in, and call us. So 1.5 months of inventory, a good amount. It's still a seller's market. It's not enough, but it's more than what it was a year ago, which is fantastic. So over asking, half of all the homes that come on market on the east side sell over asking. The average median percentage from original list price is right at 5%. So these are not crazy escalations, but still, ask any buyer, Mr. Buyer or Lady Buyer, what kind of home do you want? I want the best home. Well, of course, everybody wants the best home. So when the house is well presented, 52% of chance that it will sell over asking. And that brings us to the median price of $1,685,000. That median price had dropped slightly from the previous months. We were right around 1.7, so a little bit adjustment, but still year over year, it's a 15%, 15% appreciation with those interest rates that we have. That says what the market is doing. It's pretty hot. Overall, it's pretty competitive and it's doing just fine. And if you would just remove that 2022 line, it makes a pretty good appreciation overall. And the only one last, my special slide that I'll leave you with, the market is the hottest in the first half of the year. As you would see those graphs where we compare percent of listings sold above the list price, and we have February, because we're doing numbers for the last months. February and March, these are when the competition is the highest, and then obviously equity moves higher, and after that, after April and May, market slows down a bit and it just moves at more normal speed. So that's what we've got on the east side. Let's review Seattle. All right, Seattle. We have a few listings coming up in Seattle. If you want some off-market deal, which actually I should not say that, reach out, okay? Reach out. Regardless, Seattle has some inventory, 1.4 months. Seattle always had a bit more inventory, right? As the buyer, we always go back to, hey, I want to have an affordable homes, right? Like more homes to choose from. This is what every buyer wants. When you buy a home, you want that price to double in 2 years, right? So Seattle, the good news is they had built a lot of townhomes. Their zoning is different. I should probably make a video, which I don't have time, on all the land use zoning changes on the east side, which are going to be implemented in June of 2025. Our market would change a bit then. Supposed to come more affordable. If it will, we'll see. But Seattle done really well with that. So $965,000 for the median price. As you see, it's 4% appreciation. Still appreciated year over year. Not 15 as the east side. The east side is like that, right? It's kind of that perfect line. When it comes to Seattle, it's more like it is appreciating year over year. 12% the previous year, 4% this year. It's doing just fine. But the reason it is not appreciating 15% over year, which I'm not saying is the normal thing, is insane. But 4% is, in my beliefs, 4% is fine. It's a normal, healthy market. And the reason it's 4%, because of townhomes, because of the inventory that is available in that city. You tear down one home, you build 4 homes. This is how Seattle rolls. In Bellevue, you tear down one home, you build one big home, right? And that's just what the reason is for those median prices. So with that being said, if you go out to look for a home, there is a 42% of chance, if you're the buyer, that you would compete for one. It's not a crazy competition. It's very, very doable, especially if you work with someone who knows what they're doing. But good homes sell 42% over asking, and 22% of the last month sold at asking. That means that it's a very fast-moving market. It's not a slow market. It's actually these numbers. Think about it. 42. That's 64% of homes sell at asking or greater. That's a seller's market still. But more inventory for you to choose from. Reach out, we'll talk more about that. And let's touch base on Snohomish County. Let's see how are things over there. Snohomish County, we always just take a quick look at how things are going over there. 1.2 months of inventory. That's a seller's market, not too much of inventory. It's a pretty hot market point. When you look at 2022, 0.3 months of inventory, this is where the money were the cheapest, 3% or below, and there was nothing to buy, and we've seen $200,000-300,000 over asking, some stupid activities, stupid offers, crazy amount of appreciation. In fact, if you look at median prices for 2022, the median prices went up 20%. That's a lot. That's a lot. Today, with interest rates being 6.5%, we are looking at still 5% appreciation. People think if the home would not sell in a day, then something wrong with the market. The reality is, if a home sells in a day, that's insane. Again, homes are not supposed to be selling that fast. So having 5% of appreciation, that's a very good, healthy amount of appreciation. Of course, if a homeowner, if you were a homeowner, you'd want to have more appreciation. At the same time, why? I mean, to make you feel good, sure. But if you're not looking to move anywhere, you're simply gonna pay more in property taxes. Regardless, 5% appreciation, good. Inventory, again, 1.2 months of inventory. It's a seller's market. And if you go and look at homes, 29% chance that they would sell over asking price. So let's recap. Folks, my recap is very simple. With all the noise that is out there, things would happen, not happen, you name it. We don't have enough of inventory. Since 1999, we did not have a balanced market in Seattle area. I can tell you only about Seattle area. We have modest appreciation. We don't have enough of inventory. We still have a lot of qualified buyers looking to just simply purchase themselves a home. Our market is moving just fine. We're heading into April. Things are heating up a little bit. If you need professional help, and why wouldn't you get any other help, right? When you're ready to get some professional help on buying your biggest investment, for a lot of people it is the biggest purchase of their lifetime, reach out. We'll take care of you. If you're a seller, there is a little bit more inventory than it was a couple of years ago. You have to be thoughtful of what you put on the market, how you presented it, how it looks, smells, how it priced. It's very, very, very important. Please reach out. We'll take care of you as well. Thank you so much. Please share, comment, let us know how we do, and see you next month. Bye.